How do jellyfish sting you? They're able to sting you using a special type of cell called the cnidoblast. The cnidoblasts, also known as nematocytes and cnidocytes, are filled with neurotoxins and have special organelles in their cell membrane called cnida, which they use to inject the neurotoxins into their prey's body. Cnida can also be called nematocysts. Cnida are pill-shaped organelles which have three very important parts which they need to work. The cnidocell, a small trigger on the outside of the nematocyst. When triggered, it will cause the top of the nematocyst to open. They have the threads, or the cnidid tubule. This is how the cnidocyte's venom gets pumped into its prey. Imagine it as the tube on an IV bag, and the cell is the actual bag containing the venom. Finally, there's the barb. This is how the cnidid tubule penetrates the prey's skin. It looks like an arrowhead, which it basically is. So, how does the nematocyst fire the tubule into its prey? Well, the nematocyst stores a lot of calcium ions, which are released from the nematocyst into the cytoplasm. That's the gel stuff inside of cells of the cnidocyte when the trigger is activated. This causes what's called a concentration gradient of calcium across the cell's plasma membrane. You can see the plasma membrane here. That's what separates the cell from the rest of the from everything else. And as you can see, there's a concentration gradient because there's less stuff out here than there is in there. You see, when you dissolve chemicals in water, those chemicals are called the solutes. Water naturally wants to have the same concentration, that is, amount of solute in it, everywhere. So the water surrounding the cell floods it when the little gate opens. This increase in water volume in the cytoplasm forces the coiled cnidid tubule to fly out of the cell. Like that, right out of the cell. Prior to firing out, the barb exists inside the cell in an inside-out condition, kind of like one of those rubber popper things. So, as you can see, it pops out and it flies out. There's actually three kinds of nematocysts that jellyfish and other cnidarians can have. So there's the penetrant, which pierces the skin of the prey in order to inject poison. Most well-known cnidarians use these to actually sting their prey, and here's an example of one that does this, the jellyfish. And then there's the glutenin, which secretes a sticky substance in order to stick to the ground. Glutenins don't really sting you per se. It sort of feels like peanut butter is on your hands. Burrowing anemone use glutenins to stick to rocks as well as to keep their prey not moving so much. The vulvant nematocysts wrap around their prey in order to stick to them, kind of like a lasso. It's used by Hydra and many other species. If you don't know what hydra are, they're these very, very small animals with the tentacles. You can see there's a picture of them right here. And fun fact, they're actually immortal. They cannot age. So anyways, that's fun, all the fun facts that I have about how jellyfish and other cnidarians sting you.